prevent the action. Now, cyanide is a well-known poison. Same with carbon monoxide. You can also have carbon monoxide poisoning, especially sa mga suicide. And then acide also. Now, they inhibit the complex 4, and they can therefore also prevent oxidative phosphorylation from taking place. Then you also have oligomycin and the DCCD, which inhibit not the electron transport system, but now it is the ATP system, acid-base itself. Right, so if this is the setup here, you see, ang yan natin na electron transport system kayo na, complex 1, 2, 3, and 4, and here is your ATP synthase. So the inhibitors, when they act to prevent oxidative phosphorylation, pwede sila mag-act on any of this. So kung ma-prevent nila ang action on any of these complexes here, hindi na mag-proceed ang action process, which we have just described. So ma-prevent oxidative phosphorylation, therefore the production of ATP. Now, if there are inhibitors, we also have uncouplers. So what are uncouplers? They now uncouple the electron transport system and the oxidative phosphorylation. So, di ba, pagkalin sa aton na dapat may proton gradient kita para mag-andar ang ATP synthase. So, ang uncouplers, they now prevent these two from working together. Ina-uncouple nila. Dalawang kapuro sa couple. Pare sila.
Wala kasi may
Wala sa So, may uncoupler. So, nala sila kung may uncoupler sa inyo. Okay, so what do uncouplers do? They disrupt the tight coupling between the electron transport system and the oxidative phosphorylation. Paano? Dinadissipate nila ang proton gradient. Ano na kung sino sa dissipate? Instead of the proton gradient already building up to have the right amount or concentration, pwede siya mag-drive sa ATP synthase. Ina-dissipate isang coupler nung ginawa sa naniwa. So, it weakens the proton gradient, ginawa sa palasaw. So, ina-scatter na. How does it do it? So, the uncouplers are usually hydrophobic molecules that shuttle back and forth across the membrane, carrying the protons. So, inaagaw niya. Inaagaw niya ang protons so that ang proton gradient hindi mag-sakto. And so, these two now will not have tight binding. So, they will not be able to work together. Now, these are some examples of the uncouplers. We have the nitro, dinitrophenol, and the decumerol. Alright. Now, are you familiar with anong music sa hibernation? But this is more than just tulog. Lawig, hindi sila yung makawal. Lawig. So, kailangan sila. animals hibernate? Okay, usually, anong animals ang hibernate? Bear. Why do bears hibernate?
Dasig sila ma-stress. Ay, dasig sila ma-stress.
Depends on what season. So during winter, hibernate. So why do they have to hibernate? Tungkol sa daw, no? Okay, so some uncouplers, they work here. When they have couple oxidative phosphorylation, these hibernating animals are able to generate large amounts of. So adipose tissue, ano na adipose tissue? Ano siya nga doon pa? Fat cells. Ano siya adipose tissue? So the adipose tissue in these organisms contains so many mitochondria that it is called brown adipose tissue because of the color that it imparts to the mitochondria. So may-ari din siya sa endogenous protein which is called as a thermogenin, which is a heat maker or an uncoupling protein. So this creates a passive proton channel through which protons flow from the cytosol to the matrix. So ang iyan na proton channel is open. And this is how it is able to produce large amounts of. So these are also present in some plants, no? So may banana plants, may spikes that because of the uncouplers, they become warm and they are able to vaporize molecules that are odoriferous. Ano sa odoriferous? Odoriferous.
Odoriferous molecules.
They're able to generate odor. Not odorous.
Odoriferous.
So ano ang purpose of the odoriferous molecules to attract insects that fertilize the flowers? So skunk cabbage and related plants. Okay, so ang happening na ATP, when they are in the inner mitochondrial membrane, paano naman sila yung napagwa? So they are being released through another protein which we call as the ATP translocase. So this transports now the ATP pagwa sa mitochondria. So take note, no? Every ATP transported costs one proton, and one ATP synthesis costs about 3 protons. So making and exporting one ATP requires 4 protons. Okay, so this is how it looks like ang atong translocase. So the ATP will just be able to pass through pagwa sa mitochondria because of this translocase. It just looks like what? So channel.
Hindi mo talaga po para mag-ulit. Galing pag-ayun, hindi mo nagaling mo na sila hindi dito ka lang tayo.
So how many ATPs are made per electron pair to the chain? Referring to the electron transport chain. So going back to the electron transport chain, nakita na kaina that 10 protons are pumped out per electron pair from NADH. Okay? the total now of ATPs produced for the NADH is 2.5. So, ang isa ka NADH na masulod sa electron transport system, it will be equivalent to 2.5 ATPs.
True.
Kung NADH. Now, what about if it is FADH2? Ang FADH2 ang iyang
6H plus.
protons.
Ano?
Remember kayo ng FADH2, wala siya sa pump out protons. So, ang iyang mga protons na total will be alin sa complex 1 at sa complex 4. So, it will only have 6 protons per electron pair to oxygen. Now, what is the ratio of that? It's 1.5 ADP lang. So, ano ang aton if we are now going to count, ilang ATP nga mag-produce naton sa complete respiration sa glucose. So, we can count that already because we have now the equivalent for the NADH and the FADH. Now, most NADH used in the electron transport is cytosolic. Ano po sino naman sa cytosolic? Na-produce na siya sa
Cytosol.
cytosol. Cytoplasm. And the NADH does not need to cross the inner mitochondrial membrane. So kung hindi siya pinanglan mag-cross sa inner mitochondrial membrane, it will not require protons. So that siya sa electrons. So shuttle systems effect electron movement without actually carrying NADH. And this, what are the shuttle systems? We have the glycerophosphate. And another one is the malate aspartate shuttle. So stores electrons in the glycerol phosphate and transfers electrons to the FAD. But the malate aspartate also use malate to carry electrons across the membrane. So these are two examples of shuttles. No? Okay, at paano sila mag-work? So again, this is the inner mitochondrial membrane, and you have here the FAD. And then you have the shuttle. What happens here? Di nagaling ang electrons. Going to the shuttle, the challenge. In this diagram, the challenge.
Protons.
Then siya sa NADH. This is NADH. So, transfer the electron. Tapos, transfer this FAD. And then ang aton na FADH2 will not transfer the electrons. Tapos din na sa electron transport. So the glycerol phosphate couples the cytosolic oxidation of NADH with mitochondrial reduction of the FAD. So ito kayo na pinamention niya that it will store electrons in the G3P or the glycerol phosphate and transfer electrons to the FAD. So this one here is another shuttle. We call this as the malate aspartate shuttle. So, di naman dili ang aton na malate, din ang aton na aspartate. I hope you're able to see the diagram.
From money.
The Mali here.
Aspartate.
Kita nyo, can you read this even if I don't magnify?
Dehydrogenase.
Aspartate amino
Alright, so this
transferase.
is the Mali, and this is the aspartate, and this is oxaloacetate. So this is the shuttle here, and this is the mitochondrial membrane. Now this is the cytoplasm, and this is the mitochondrial membrane. So this operates across the inner mitochondrial membrane. So NAD from the cytosol, it transfer in sa malate, and then what will happen here? Mayari kita there is an carrier which will allow the malate to pass through. This is your alpha ketoglutarate carrier, and then once it is inside, you have the malate, and then ano man tapos sa malate? It will transfer now the electrons to the NAD, causing reduction to the NADH. And then, ito naman malate will be converted to oxaloacetate, and then converted to the aspartate, and this aspartate, amo naman na siya ang maagi to the carrier. And then aspartate will undergo naman these changes. So that is how the shuttles work. Hindi siya dire-diretso sulod, baba. They undergo conversions. But in these conversions, there are electron transfers also being effected. Now, because of these transfers, may mga cost naman sila. So, kinabuhinan, ginagamit niya iba niya energy for this process. So, if we now try to account for the yield of ATP from glucose, so linkage sa glycolysis, pakatlo sa oxidative phosphorylation. We will have a total of 30 ATPs per glucose and 32 ATPs per glucose depending on the shuttle ng gamit. So, kung glycerol phosphate, it will be 30. And if it is managed as 30, it will be 30. Now this is for aerobic respiration. Now sa bacteria, which is anaerobic, wala sa mitochondrion, no extra protons used to export ATP to the cytosol. Amo ni siya ang ato niya yield. Whole number niya. For every NADH, 3. For every FADH, 2. Okay? So, dito yan naga 2.5 to the 1.5.
Again,
Sa aerobic, siya na respiration. Like sa ato, multicellular kita. So, ang ato respiration is aerobic. So, in some books, if you have, when you answer the module regarding this, counting the ATPs, you might be confused na iba na reference line ang may 36, parang iba na 30, 34. So, kung makikita mo sa about mga 36 or 38, that means that this ang ilan na accounts of bacteria. Pero kung mga 32 to 30, that is a multicellular. And may shuttles pang linya. Okay, so this is the counting here. 30 and 32. So, paano ito ni ma-account na nag-30 siya? Okay. This is glycolysis here. We already noted before na ato niya net ATPs ito sila. Duwa. No? So if you notice here, ang atong Hamada glycolysis is already 4 minus 2. Okay? So we have already a net here of 2 ATPs. Now, pyruvate conversion to acetyl coenzyme A, we have 2 ADH. And then sa ato na citric acid cycle kay na ilang ATP ang produce for 1 glucose molecule.
Dua.
Still remember the TCA cycle? Ilang ATP? Wow. Kaya kada acetyl coenzyme A isa, you have 1 ATP. So kung 2, you have 2. So, citric acid cycle, 2 molecules of GDP from 2 molecules of succinyl coenzyme A, 2. 2 niya siya ka ATP. What you can notice are the ATPs from substrate level phosphorylation. Okay, now, the citric acid cycle also know that we have anom, NADH, and then we have Lumaka, ADH. Okay. So let us now look at what will happen to this reduced coenzymes kung mag-oxidative phosphorylation na siya in the mitochondria. So ang atong duha ka NADH from glycolysis will yield 1.5 ATP each. If NADH2 is by glycerol phosphate shuttle and 2.5 ATPs if malic aspartate shuttle. So ang muna niya siyang atong total. Kung glycerol phosphate 3, formalic aspartate 5. Now, oxidative decarboxylation of 2-pyruvate to 2-acetyl coenzyme A, ang atong NADH 2.5 ATP each. So we have 5. And then, ang atong FADH2, 1.5 each, that will be 3. And then we have here 6 NADH from the citric acid cycle, producing 2.5 ATP. So this is how we get the total number of ATPs. So 30 and 32. So they nag-differensya nga ito din glycerol phosphate shuttle and aromatic. Dili sa itong oxidative phosphorylation sa mitochondria. Ang na-produce siya dili sa may cytoplasm, wala na yan sa differential. They are the same. Okay, this is just an example of another reference. Kasi ko ba sa mga tingala ako, because ang yan ay accounting, 31 and 29.5. So, ang atong tuya sa isang reference 32 and 30. This one is by Maki. Ang i-accounting niya is 31 and 29. Okay, any questions? Francis? Hindi mo lang mabawi ka. Okay, so, yes?
Apply.
Okay, so what we have seen about the TCA cycle is ang iyang role in the production of energy. The atom na PCA cycle actually is not only involved in the production of energy, but it can also be involved in biosynthesis. Okay, for example here, ang iyang oxaloacetate, ang iyang fumaric is can become aspartate and be involved in the production of other amino acids. Same with the alpha-ketoglutarate here. So pwede mo siya ma-convert to amino acid and the other amino acids here also. No? Now, then the glutamate here, pwede siya ma-gamit naman to produce the nucleotide, the purine nucleotide, and the pyridine nucleotide naman for the aspartate. So, kung sino na atong dili na PCA is not only used in the breakdown, hindi lang siya involved sa metabolism, but it's also involved in what? Biosynthesis, what do you call it? Metabolism and anabolism. It could be catabolic because it can break down the compounds, but it can also be used to build up. So, pwede na siya maging anabolic. So, ang atong PCA cycle is what we call as an amphibolic or amphibolic. Pwede siya sa duwa. Depending on the gamitan sa iyang intermediate. No? So, these are all intermediate. Citrate, isocitrate, alpha-ketoglutarate, etc. up to oxaloacetate. So, these are all intermediates. So you see that ang atong PCA seems to occupy here the central part sa atong metabolic or metabolism sa kabilugan. But because of that, since ang iyang intermediates are being used both for catabolism and for anabolism, what will be the tendency of these intermediates? Ito ang metabolism. So what will be the tendency or what may be a common consequence of that? Ano siya? What will be a consequence? Ikadamo sa nagamitan siya intermediates. Ha?
Hallelujah.
Ang gulay? Ano siya? Francis? Ano? Ha? Madivide? Okay, madivide. So that means that there will be, kung hindi siya kung hindi siya masuplayan, tendency will be for one pathway hindi siya mag-proceed lang na niya Alright, so what's being done here? What is the solution of the citric acid cycle? You know, it doesn't happen na makulangan sa intermediate. Because there are ways, no? By which these intermediates are being replaced. So, ano ang ginahin mo? We have what we call here as the anapterotic reaction. We call this as the filling up reaction. So, ano yung fill up? These are reactions that fill up the required intermediates sa citric acid cycle. So, these are the anapterotic reactions. So, what are some examples of anapterotic reaction? Okay, conversion of the phosphoryl pyruvate to oxaloacetate and conversion of the pyruvate to oxaloacetate. You remember that these are parts of the glycolytic pathway. I hope you still remember that. So the PEP, instead na may emulsion na pyruvate, pwede siya ma-convert to the oxaloacetate. No? The pyruvate mismo ang convert to oxaloacetate. And also the malic enzyme can also convert the pyruvate to the malic. So all of this oxaloacetate and the malic can now proceed to the PCA and replenish. Also the term is replenish kung ano man ang mga intermediates that have been used. Okay? So ano ang purpose ng anaerobic reaction? Okay, ano yung fill up? Ano yung fill up? Ang intermediates. Ang kulang. That's why the better term is replenish. I-resupply mo. Resupply mo lang. Pinaislan ang intermediates na nadula. So that's replenishing that via the anaerobic. Okay, so these are more examples here of the anaerobic reaction. So at ako lang na sila, no? So bala sila. Kasi may evidence of just know kung ano ang iyang Now, for the PCA cycle, we have some versions of this, but this one is not very important, ang reductive PCA. But what is the reductive PCA? Pag-isla lang siya sa atong acetic acid cycle. Because this time, this reductive PCA cycle is now
Ga-reduce naman siguro.
consuming back the CO2. Kaya nga nag-reduce kita. Subong yung CO2 na higop ito ba rin? Subong yung kanya niya. So it's called as reductive.
This may have been first metabolic pathway.
Now, ang isa lang thing that I would like to point out to you also will be this one here. Carbioxylate cycle. So this is like a PCA, pero din siya nag-occur. Plants and
Bacteria.
So both PCA siya, but this is also used to generate energy. Pero hindi na siya kompleto. Hindi siya kompleto. Kaya nag-shortcut siya. So they did a shortcut. Instead of following the 8 steps, paglabot din sa isocitrate, na direksyon na siya sa mind. Okay? So what are the steps na iyang skip? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6 is skipping here. Because what are left here? How about 7? Because what are left here are only 1, 2, and 3. So do you remember the citric acid cycle? Do you produce in ADH? Ano to mas steps na may ADH? 3, 4, and 6. And then 3, 7, or 8? 8. So, this is not number 8.
What is it? 8. 3, 4.
Sigurado na ako ang number 8. Right here. 7. Ano yung 7? This is 8. So you have your NADH here. 3, 4, and 8. Okay, so anong yung nahimo sa peroxidase cycle? Wala na siya nag-proceed. There is 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ang direksyon niya ay sa cyclic, yung direksyon siya sa okay. But thankfully, may na-produce na siya may sama ka So, bisan yung nag-shortcut siya, is still able to produce energy. So, ang energy, ali na lang sa isa ka energy. Okay, so, how did it skip the process? Ano ang iyang gingamit to skip the process? The dioxide cycle offers solution for plants and some bacteria and algae. And anong iyang gingamit to skip the process?
Isocitrate
Isocytric and damasate.
synthase.
Ano din yung gingamit? Ang buha ka
Anong show?
para maka-shortcut siya. So in this shortcut here, I have just an intermediate which is the glyoxylate. This is why you call this one as the glyoxylate.
Cycle.
So the initial will take place in the plants. The glyoxysome. So the glyoxylate cycle occurs